Hey, welcome back to Daily English Practice. We're so excited you're here today. I'm John.
Hello, amazing English learners. I'm Olivia. Whether you're drinking your morning coffee, on your lunch break, or winding down after a long day, we're thrilled to have you with us.
Today, we're tackling something super important that confuses so many learners. The words has, have, and had.
Oh yes, these three little words are absolutely everywhere in English, and knowing how to use them correctly will level up your English instantly.
You might be thinking, wait, aren't these just simple words? Well, yes and no. They're simple, but they have different jobs in English.
Exactly. And once you understand when to use each one, your English will sound so much more natural and confident.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly when to use has, when to use have, and when to use had. No more confusion.
We're going to give you clear rules, tons of examples, and we'll even practice together.
So grab a pen if you want to take notes, get comfortable, and let's make this super easy to understand.
And if you love learning English with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends.
Your support means the world to us. All right, let's dive in.
So first things first, what are has, have, and had? Let's start with the basics.
These three words all come from the same verb, the verb to have.
Have is the base form, has is another present form, and had is the past form.
Think of it like this. Have/has equals present. Had equals past. That's your starting point.
But here's where it gets interesting. These words have two main jobs in English.
Job number one, they show possession or ownership. This means having something.
Job number two, they help form perfect tenses. This is when they work with other verbs.
Don't worry if that sounds complicated. We'll explain everything step by step.
Let's start with the first job, showing possession.
When we use have or has to show possession, it means someone owns or possesses something.
The rule is simple. Use have with I, you, we, they. Use has with he, she, it.
Let me show you. I have a car. You have a book. We have a house. They have 3 children.
All of these use have because the subjects are I, you, we, or they.
Now with has, he has a car. She has a book. It has 4 legs.
See? Has is only used with he, she, or it. That's the rule.
Let's practice more examples to make this super clear.
I have 2 sisters. She has 2 sisters. Different subjects, different forms.
We have a meeting today. He has a meeting today.
They have a dog. It has a long tail.
Can you hear the pattern? I, you, we, they equals have. He, she, it equals has. This is present tense, talking about now, talking about what people possess right now.
Now, let's talk about had, the past form.
Had is super easy because it's the same for everyone. No matter who the subject is, we use had.
I had a car. You had a book. He had a meeting. She had a dog. We had fun. They had questions.
See? Everyone uses had in the past, no exceptions.
This is for talking about possession in the past, something you owned or had before, but not necessarily now.
I had a bicycle when I was a child. You had it in the past, but maybe not now.
She had long hair last year. She had it before, but maybe she cut it now.
They had a big house in the countryside. They owned it in the past. So possession is straightforward. Present uses have/has. Past uses had.
Now let's move to the second job, forming perfect tenses.
This is where have, has, and had become helping verbs. They work together with other verbs.
In perfect tenses, we use have, has, or had plus past participle of another verb.
The past participle is usually the third form of a verb, like work, worked, worked, or go, went, gone.
Let's start with the present perfect tense. This uses have or has plus past participle.
The structure is I, you, we, they plus have plus past participle. He, she, it plus has plus past participle.
For example, I have finished my work. She has visited Paris. They have eaten lunch.
The present perfect talks about actions that happened in the past but connect to the present somehow.
I have lived here for 5 years. You started in the past and still live here now.
She has worked at the company since 2020. She started in 2020 and still works there now.
We have seen that movie 3 times, at different times in the past up until now.
See how it connects the past to the present? That's why we call it present perfect.
Let's practice more present perfect examples.
I have learned a lot today. The learning happened and the knowledge is with you now.
He has bought a new phone. He bought it recently and has it now.
We have traveled to 10 countries over your life up until now.
She has finished her homework. It's done now. Completed.
They have arrived at the airport. They arrived and they're there now.
The key words that often signal present perfect are already, yet, just, ever, never, for, since.
I have already eaten. Have you finished yet? She has just arrived.
I have never been to Australia. We have lived here for 10 years.
These time words are great clues that you should use present perfect.
Now let's talk about past perfect tense.
Past perfect uses had plus past participle. Everyone uses had no matter the subject.
The structure is I, you, he, she, it, we, they, plus had plus past participle.
Past perfect is used to talk about something that happened before another action in the past.
Think of it as the past before the past. It goes even further back in time.
Let me give you an example. I had finished dinner when you called.
2 past actions, right? Finishing dinner and you calling. Which happened first?
Finishing dinner happened first, so we use past perfect, had finished.
When we arrived at the cinema, the movie had already started.
The movie starting happened before you arriving, so had started is past perfect.
She was sad because she had lost her keys.
Losing the keys happened before being sad, so we use had lost.
Let's practice more past perfect examples to make this clear.
By the time I woke up, my family had left for work.
Leaving happened before waking, so had left.
I had never seen snow before I moved to Canada.
Never seeing snow was true before moving, so had never seen.
They had lived in Tokyo for 2 years before they moved to Osaka.
Living in Tokyo happened before moving to Osaka.
The past perfect helps us show which action in the past happened first.
It creates a clear timeline of events. Now let's talk about negative sentences with have, has, and had.
For negatives in present, we add not after have or has.
I have not finished, or the contraction, I haven't finished.
She has not arrived or she hasn't arrived.
We have not decided, or we haven't decided.
He has not called or he hasn't called.
The contractions haven't and hasn't are very common in spoken English.
For past negative, we use had not or the contraction hadn't.
I had not seen him before, or I hadn't seen him before.
She had not finished when I arrived, or she hadn't finished when I arrived.
They had not eaten, or they hadn't eaten.
Same pattern, just add not after the helping verb.
What about questions? Let's learn how to make questions.
For present perfect questions, we put have or has at the beginning.
Have you finished your homework? Has she arrived yet?
Have they eaten lunch? Has he called you?
Notice the structure, have or has plus subject plus past participle.
For past perfect questions, we put had at the beginning.
Had you seen that movie before? Had she finished when you arrived?
Had they left already? Had he lived there long?
Same structure. Had plus subject plus past participle.
These question forms are super important for conversations.
Now let's talk about some common expressions that always use have or has.
There are many fixed expressions in English where we always use these words.
Have a good day. Have fun. Have a seat. Have a look.
Have breakfast, lunch, dinner. Have a shower. Have a rest.
Have a conversation. Have a meeting. Have a party.
These are fixed phrases. We always use have in these expressions as commands or offers.
Has appears in statements. She has breakfast at 7 a.m. He has a meeting every Monday.
But when offering or suggesting, have a cookie, have some water.
These expressions are super common in daily English. Now let's look at common mistakes learners make.
Mistake number 1, using has with I, you, we, or they.
Wrong, I has a car. Right, I have a car.
Wrong, they has 3 dogs. Right, they have 3 dogs.
Remember, has is only for he, she, it.
Mistake number 2, forgetting the past participle in perfect tenses.
Wrong, I have see that movie. Right, I have seen that movie.
Wrong, she has go to Paris. Right, she has gone to Paris.
After have, has, or had, you need the past participle, not the base form.
Mistake number 3, using have or has when you should use had.
Wrong, yesterday I have eaten pizza. Right, yesterday I ate pizza, or for past perfect context, I had eaten pizza before you arrived.
If you mention a specific finished past time like yesterday or last week, usually use simple past, not present perfect.
Present perfect is for unspecified past times or times continuing to now.
Let's practice with a real conversation. Listen for has, have, and had.
Hey, have you finished that book you were reading?
Not yet. I've only read half of it. Have you read it?
Yes, I have. I finished it last week. It was amazing.
Really? I had started it a month ago, but I've been so busy.
I know the feeling. I had wanted to read it for years before I finally bought it.
Has anyone else in our book club read it?
Sarah has finished it, but Mike hasn't started yet.
Oh, I have an idea. We could have a discussion about it next week.
Perfect. By then, hopefully everyone will have read it.
Did you catch all the uses of has, have, and had?
We used them for both possession and perfect tenses.
All in one natural conversation.
Now let's do some practice sentences. Repeat after us.
I have a dog.
Say it. I have a dog.
I have a dog.
She has a cat.
Repeat. She has a cat.
She has a cat.
I have finished my work.
Try it. I have finished my work.
I have finished my work. He has lived here for 5 years.
Say it. He has lived here for 5 years.
He had lived here for 5 years. They had left before I arrived.
Repeat. They had left before I arrived.
Great practice.
Let's give you a quick study plan.
Week 1. Focus on possession. Practice using have or has for things you own.
Write sentences about what you and your friends and family have.
Week 2. Learn present perfect. Use have, has, plus past participle.
Talk about experiences in your life using present perfect.
Week 3. Practice past perfect. Use had plus past participle for the past before past.
Tell stories with 2 past actions and use past perfect correctly.
Week 4. Combine everything. Use all 3 in conversation.
Listen for these words in movies, podcasts, and real conversations.
Let's review everything quickly.
Use have with I, you, we, they. Use has with he, she, it.
Use had with everyone when talking about the past.
For possession, I have a car, she has a book, we had fun.
For present perfect, Have, has plus past participle. I have eaten, she has arrived.
For past perfect, had plus past participle. I had finished, they had left.
Present perfect connects past to present. Past perfect shows past before past.
Common words with present perfect are already, yet, just, ever, never, for, since.
Practice every day and these will become natural.
Here are your final tips.
Tip number 1. If the subject is he, she, or it, use has in present. Everything else uses have.
Tip 2. Everyone uses had in past, no exceptions.
Tip number 3. Perfect tenses need the past participle form, the third form of the verb.
Tip 4. Listen to native speakers and notice when they use these words.
Tip number 5. Practice making your own sentences every day.
The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes.
You're doing amazing by learning this today.
Keep practicing and you'll master these words.
Now you have all the tools to use has, have, and had confidently.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to Daily English Practice.
We create new episodes every week to help you speak better English.
Leave a comment with your own sentences using has, have, or had.
We love hearing from you.
Thanks so much for listening today.
We're grateful you're part of our learning community.
See you in the next episode.
Keep practicing and stay confident.
Bye, everyone.
Take care and keep learning.